Afentis. That's 1, 2, spear. Yeah, you're going down.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Curtin. We're back with another warframe video. Now, Styanax Prime is here, and he comes with the augment mod called Tharos Lethality, and it gives you 100% crit damage on enemies that you hit. But the crit damage is doubled when you use a spear gun. Styanax comes with the spear gun. It's called the Afentis. So let's check out this interaction. Let's get ready to it. Okay. Before we get into today's gameplay, I need to explain the build and why I'm running 3 augments. 1 is optional, but I think it also works. You know what I'm saying? So 2 out of 3 is great. 3 out of 3 is fun, and it works. So here we go. I'm gonna make it short and sweet, okay? First ability, throw a javelin and it impales surrounding enemies, right? It's augment. It gives you Spectre, so you'll just have more javelins being thrown to impale more enemies. And when you impale an enemy, it increases the duration by 5 seconds. Perfect crowd control, right? I ain't gonna say perfect. We have quite a few of those in the game, depending on what warframe you choose. But this is great. The second ability, Thorough Strike, the augment, Tharos Lethality. Now, swing throw to repel enemy and reduce their shields and armor. Styanax regenerates health for every enemy struck. This is great. This is great. So, Tharos Lethality increases critical damage by 100% on enemies you hit. Critical damage bonus is doubled for spear guns. We're using the Afentis. Now remember, his passive gives crit chance based on the shields that Styanax has set up. Now, that plays into rally point. This gives you shield regen, which is great. Shield regen, which gives you which gives you over shields, right? And energy. You want to keep this up at all times. Also, it makes enemies come and attack you. You know what I'm saying? It gives you that big old, hey, you see me, you know what I'm saying? Perfect. And another form of crowd control. And the 4th ability, javelins give slash damage. And this augment with the 4th ability gives you overguard. So this is your survivability, but it also keeps your shields maxed. So this is great tactic. Now, I'm running arcane expertise. Why? Because my ability strength is at 214%. If I take this off, right, my shields go down to 2700. Now, the more shields that you have, the more crit chance and crit damage that you get. And the more crit chance and crit damage that you get, the higher damage output you have for your Afentis. I really think this is really fun way for, you know, like ability and weapon gunplay and stuff like that. I think it's dope. So I'm gonna slap that back on. 3800, and I do believe shields in the game were up to like 500. And you will see in game the bonus that you get when you have the crit chance and crit damage bonus in the game. But that is the build, man. I hope I explained it well. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. I hope I didn't make this as complicated as it may seem, but let's get into the gameplay. All right, and this is my Afentis build. This is my Afentis Prime build. If you feel there's something that you would like to change, feel free. Like I said, I probably don't have the best build, but it definitely works for what this build is for. Yeah, it definitely works. All right, that's enough. Let's get into the gameplay. All right. Okay, so one thing that I did forget to mention is the Afentis has a unique trait that when you throw it, like when you throw the Scourge, has a unique trait that increases your fire rate, your reload speed, your ammo maximum, and -50 on recoil. And if you kill an enemy when you throw it, it creates a dome, and enemies going to be inside of it. When you kill an enemy, you keep the buff for 40 seconds. So let me show you. So
this is what you do. When you throw it, it's going to create this dome. And you just kill enemies inside of it. And it's going to show at the top of your screen that you keep the buff for 40 seconds. Alright, here we go. So, you're going to grab yourself some energy, obviously. And with that, you're going to cast your third ability, Rally Point. You're going to try and keep your shields maxed as possible. Alright? Like I said, the more shields that you have, the more damage that you put out. Alright, here we go. This is what we do. You are going to cast your first ability, throw the Afentis. Cast your second ability, cast your fourth ability for Overguard. And then shoot the enemies with the Afentis. Keep your third ability active as long as possible, okay? These guys, Lord knows I hate these guys, but they will get taken out with this primary, this Afentis. It does damage. All right, here we go. So, cast your first ability, throw the Afentis. Cast your second ability, get your Overguard, spam your Afentis. And you guys know how hard it is to take these things out. But I really think it's very impressive to see that a weapon like this is able to do this type of damage. That's just my most humble opinion. I think that the Afentis is really cool on damage with the interaction of your passive and the second abilities augment on Styanax. I really think it's absolutely amazing. I don't like to sleep on opportunities like this that they put in the game, because some people might not think that it's fun, but it is, man. I mean, sometimes you don't even have to use your second ability to armor strip or reduce the enemy's protective defenses. Sometimes you just don't need it. But when you do, oh, it's fun. So, cast your first ability, throw the Afentis, cast your second, get your Overguard, and shoot it. Shoot your Afentis on the way back down to the ground. Short and sweet, people. Also, I think it's very wise that you keep your Overguard up, not just because it's your survivability tactic, but it keeps your shields maxed. And like I said, you keep your shields up, you do the most damage you possibly can. Like right now, my hoplite, I'm sorry, increased weapon crit chances based on current shields. This effect is double for spear guns. Mine is at 281. That's the highest I've seen thus far. So, you know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to keep your shields up. Keep your third ability active. And rinse and repeat, man. But this is fun. If you're not really trying to... I'm not a believer in spamming abilities unless you're playing for... with the mecha set mods and companions. I do believe in doing something different in you know, this game. This game is sometimes it's straightforward, but a lot of times it's really not. Oh man, I'm back out of shields. So notice that, where is it at? It's down to 240. I think it was, I said it was like 281 earlier. It's because my shields are down. So that's the reason why I say it is important. It is important that you keep your shield up and max at all times. Okay. Oh, and acolytes. Watch this. It's so funny to me. Just like that. Not a chance. Not a chance. 3 million. That shit is just unbelievable, man. Here we go. Boom, baby. Let's go take one of those babaos out. One more before I end this video.
Head directly to extraction. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
That's one. And if these things start to try and cheat death and take out a melee and make them be honest. Well, there goes that. Oh, nice. Encounter mode. And that's that. I don't even know how much damage that was, but I'm pretty sure it was freaking high. Alright. That was fun. That's all I have for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. I'm not sure if anybody knows, but about 63% of you guys who are watching are not subscribed. So please feel free to hit the subscribe button. It's free. You can always change your mind later. If you want to join the Discord, it's definitely in the channel description, and I will try to put it in the description of this video. And thank you guys so much for kicking it with your boy. You guys are showing a lot of love. We've grown a lot. So thank you guys so much for kicking it with your boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.